We have a lot of important things to clarify, to cover. Principal among those is a big psyop that's been launched today or yesterday, I don't know exactly when, where the thing that happened that we designed the entire party for, that we got accused of being a crypto scam for, that was created for events like this. We knew it. Before ACP came into my head, the first thing I said is, what experience do we have with these leftists? What experience do we have with them? They make fake accounts, and then they say the things on these fake accounts that confirm all of the fake, made-up, and false accusations they level against us. Because to be clear, they call us fascists, they call us chauvinists, they call us whatever they want, but they have no evidence for it. There's no evidence to support any of those claims whatsoever. And they have a really hard time selling that to people. You know, it's one thing to get all of the biggest influencers on the left or whatever to say, and people find that to be reputable and credible, even though it's baseless, but they're having a hard time producing evidence of all of the claims they make about us. So what do? They invent the evidence. They make fake accounts impersonating us, pretending to be from our community or pretending to be among us. You know who used to do this every single day was an account, I'm sure you guys remember it. It was the Pat Sock Moments account. Every single day they would share either fake tweets outright, and that's another note I'm going to get to, which is why didn't we sue that account back then? Because we didn't really know our rights back then, and we were also being targeted just as individuals. If Infrared was going to sue them, we would have had to, legally get incorporated, and that would have caused problems. But this party is, it does have, or it's in the process of acquiring a legal status. So it's a totally different scenario now. But if you guys remember in 2022, every day they would invent fake tweets, fake posts, whatever, and they would attribute it to us, and it would get thousands of likes. And our entire reputation of being Pats, that term came from them, by the way. But our whole reputation that we're somehow right-wing, we're fascist, was literally artificially invented by people making fake accounts and making fake tweets that they attribute to us. The only thing they have are joke tweets. They'll take, like, the homeless being landlord, whatever. They'll take that and present it as if it's, like, serious, like a serious position. So they'll do that sometimes. One of the tactics they'll also do, and this is literal Fed shit, by the way, is I don't do this anymore because I understand the game now. I understand this is literally a fucking fake world. And it's literally like, you can't even joke about it because they'll call you something and then you'll ironically mock their accusation and then they'll take that and present it as if you're being serious. And you think, nobody has such low integrity and low morals that they do such a thing, but these people do. Look at the behavior that they're engaging in. Namely, I'm going to show it to you because this person blocked me. So keep in mind, this person was presented with absolute airtight evidence that both of these accounts were imposters that were created to discredit and defame us. And this person continued to double down, knowing that it's actually a lie. As a matter of fact, and the great thing about lawsuits is this literally might be available in the discovery, because part of the lawsuit we're filing, not only against this person, but about many others, is there's going to be a discovery process where, Twitter is going to be ordered and whatever. People think you can be anonymous and you can be free from the law. It's not true. There's a whole process in which the courts will demand information from the social media websites. Anyway, they could have themselves created these accounts. We don't know. We know for a fact ops created these accounts to discredit us. That's what we do know for a fact. And they know it's a lie and they're continuing to double down. Like, you've lost all semblance of honor and morals, and you consider this behavior acceptable, and why? And they go, well, because they're a fake org. Okay, well, prove it. Prove that we're fake. What do you have to show for your claims? Oh, well, they're fascists anyway, so they may as well have said this. Provide evidence of us saying anything remotely close to this. This is the evidence you provide, fabrications. The entire reputation that they've created for us, that we're far-right fascists, were literal fabrications like this. All of it rests on fabrications and lies like this. There's not even one grain of truth to it. Because if there was a grain of truth, it would suffice to just show that. It would suffice to just show the proof of the claims that they make. That's all it would take. They would just have to quote the things that the actual ACP main account says. And by the way, you want to know a sign that you should just be automatically suspicious of any account that is talking this way? Chapters are not allowed to make commentary. Okay, chapters don't make commentary. They don't have takes. They don't quote tweet and talk about I agree, I disagree. That's not what chapter accounts are authorized to do. The main account is the account that gives commentary. Chapter accounts don't serve the purpose of yip-yapping and gibbering. Okay? Partisan, what's up?
Really goes to show what kind of people these are to attack us when all we're doing is community service right now.
Partisan, you have no idea how many people were shocked that was what ACP was about. Like, I thought you guys were all these bigoted, I thought you were this, I thought you were Nazis, I thought you were that. Well, it all comes down to fake nonsense like this. That's why people believe the things they do about us. There are actual leftists who tune into my streams now, and they're DMing me telling me, oh my God, I can't believe it. Well, guys, this is what I want you to see. The positive you get out of things like this, where by the way, their tweet is going mega viral, super, super viral. So the damages they're incurring to our reputation they're mounting up, okay? And these are relevant factors we consider when pursuing things like this legally. And I'm going to give some updates about that in a second, in case there's questions about that. But here you go. I mean, look, you've seen with your own eyes what ACP is. You've seen with your own eyes what we're about. You've seen with your own eyes. You've heard with your own ears the things we've said. And this tweet is going super viral. And undoubtedly, people are going to be referencing it and talking about how, oh my God, ACP, this is proof they're Nazis. They are claiming that the problem is Jews, yada, yada, yada. The totally real Oklahoma account said they agree. And this is something people in the future are going to try and reference to discredit our account. So that is why we're pursuing legal action. It's not just because they're saying things we don't like. It's because they're doing harm to our reputation, and it's a violation of our rights. And we have the right to seek restitution for it. You can't just defame. I mean, can you think about how ridiculous and unjust this is? We started a party. We have done nothing wrong. We have literally done nothing wrong. Nothing we have done is even controversial. All the things that we're doing are objectively good things. According to anyone. If anyone else was doing the things that we were doing, there wouldn't even be any pushback to speak of. We have done literally nothing wrong. We have literally said, in our capacity as a party, nothing inflammatory, nothing offensive, nothing that could possibly be interpreted as anything they accuse us of being, and randomly now we're responsible for leftists themselves making these fake accounts to defame us and to slander and smear our reputation. Explain the honor and the justness of that. Who else has to go through that? This is why we have made it as far as we have, because every single authentic left-wing actor has given up at this point. The amount of lies we're subjected to, the amount of false flags, the amount of psyops, the amount of fake bullshit and the lengths that they'll go to lie about us. When you're on the left, they'll do it to you if you're on the left. And it's too much for people to bear. At this point, people lose their mind and they go crazy. If I was a weak man, I would have completely lost it in 2022 when Reddit, Twitter, nonstop lies like this. And guess what? It didn't faze me because my faith is stronger than their lack of it. My faith is stronger than their disbelief. My faith is stronger than their dishonor. My honor is stronger than their dishonor. And it's on bond of my life. It's on the bond of my own life that I will continue doing this until the day I'm dead. Even though 99% of people, including many of you watching this, and I don't mean this to insult you, but prove me wrong, please. Many of you would have given up by now. When you are a authentic left-wing influencer or voice, these are the lengths they go to try and destroy you and bury you. If I was a right-winger, you think I would have to deal with shit like this? You think I would have to deal with shit like this if I was actually a JQer? They want you to start JQing. That's what proves. If you're a right-winger who's watching this, here's the proof that your whole far-right ideology is a psyop. Because they aren't threatened by you. They don't have to lie about you. They don't have to fabricate claims about you that you're anti-Semitic and you're a fascist. You openly run with that, and it discredits you, and the mission and the purpose is fulfilled. But here, are you fucking kidding? If you're an authentic and honest left-wing voice, they're going to try so fucking hard to depict you as a far-right, hateful Nazi, whatever. They'll go to such lengths to try and do that, and why? Why do they do that? Well, why don't you think about why they do this and who's behind it? That tweet is going viral. Who do you think is boosting that tweet? Who do you think is boosting it on the algorithm and retweeting and liking it? I bet you if we were able to go through those likes, which we can't, we'd find a lot of bots. I bet you anything we'd find a lot of bots. How do I know this? Because the old gimmick accounts that were used to spread bullshit about us all used to be botted. We used to check through the likes and it'd all be bots, like 75% bots for anything that ever went viral, right? Yeah. No, people think I was too harsh going after leftists. Oh, ACP are fascists because they're always attacking the left. But who fucking does this shit to us? Who does things like this to us? Who engages in these psyops and these dishonest, disgusting, dishonorable smear campaigns? I know it's the narcissism of small differences. Doesn't mean the far right is more honorable. But these leftists, they shot Lenin. You understand? Every revolutionary in history dealt with these disgusting demons. Because when you're a real left-wing, who comes after you? The self-proclaimed leftist gatekeepers. You know, the Pharisees. And they are dishonest, they're dishonorable. Tell me I'm over-exaggerating and overreacting right now. Tell me I'm overreacting that we did nothing wrong. We literally have done nothing wrong. And we're being crucified over something they did. They literally created a scarecrow, reacted to that scarecrow, and blamed us for it. And what did we do wrong? We were innocent the entire time. How is no one else finding this fucking crazy? How is no one else finding this fucking crazy? You know? This takes strength. You know, this takes strength. A weaker person, which I think 99% of people, I'm not trying to brag, but who the fuck else can deal with this, you know? Because people can't even mentally process how this is even, how it's even possible to lie like this, to resort to tactics as this dishonest. 99% of people aren't even capable, cognitively speaking, they can't process it. There's something about it where it's like, it's completely beyond the threshold of your ability to articulate. Yeah, because people assume there must be a kernel of truth, and there's literally none. There's literally not a single kernel of truth, and this is what they do. How fucking crazy is that? How crazy is that? And if you get weak and you give up, you're done. You're out of it. It's not like justice is not going to come automatically. It's not going to happen. Oh, I'm going to get, so this will sort itself. No, it's not going to sort itself out. Because guess what? We're not the first. There's a mountain of lies piled on Stalin's grave. There's a mountain of lies piled on Lenin and his legacy. Even on Marx, on Mao, on existing communist states today. Look at what they say about North Korea. That is exactly what we're dealing with here. You know, nothing proves we are the communists more than the fact that we are lied about just as much as actual historical communists. And believe it or not, where do those lies come from? Do they come from the right? Well, not only. They come from the right wing in collusion with leftists. Without Trotsky and without the Trotskyites, all of the myths and lies and legends about the Soviet Union would have never, ever been able to gain traction. What's up, Ditto? It was Trotsky and his collaborators that gave ammunition to the Nazis. Tell me right now. Tell me, look me straight. Tell me this is a fucking cult. Tell me this is a cult and we're all crazy. Tell me this is a cult and we're all crazy. Fake accounts, completely fake accounts that have, literally, it can be proven empirically, they have nothing to do with our party. And this is going viral. Thousands of people are expressing that they believe this is real. Actively. They're going out of, not only thousands and thousands of people believe it's real, they're giving their consent and approval that they said they're signing off on this saying, yes, I believe this is real. Tell me that we're fucking crazy. Tell me who else has to go through this. Name one other faction of the left that has to go through this. Name one leftist that has to go through what we go through. And we're supposed to just fucking ignore it. And I'm telling this for your guys' sake, because the morale in this community is not high enough. Your appreciation and recognition of all that it took for us to get here is not enough. You need to really fucking understand this. We are more dangerous than a nuclear bomb, psychologically, for these fucking people. You have no idea what they've done over the course of several years to fabricate this fake, fictional world where we're out to be something we're not. And all they do is they show me yelling. Guys, this is why my community is still the same community I had 2 years ago. Because a normal person, it's too much for them to process. They couldn't even fucking believe it. They'll just show you clips of me yelling, and that's it. They'll show me yelling, but they won't show you the context, which is shit like this. But I'm just telling you this for your guys' sake. Because absolutely on my life, we're pursuing this legally. And we're already in the process, by the way. And why are we pursuing people? Why are you doing it against them and not the fake accounts themselves? Oh, we'll get to them. But this account just happens to be identifiable. We have names and we have addresses. We're not going to share publicly, don't worry. But we have the names and we have the addresses that we need to serve them. So that's why we're going to go after them. And we're already in the process, by the way, of litigation against about, I'm not going to tell you the amount, more. So we're just going to add this on. Tell me I'm fucking crazy and I'm biased. Look me in the eye and tell me I'm fucking crazy and biased and that I'm delusional. This is insane. This is insanity. We have done fucking nothing to deserve that. Literally nothing. All because we reject the DNC. All because what? Because we're actual communists? What does that say about that ideology then, that you have to resort to such dishonorable, disgusting tactics? And the whole point is they're trying to bait you. Because 99% of people are fucking weak. They'll just be like, okay, you're going to call me a fascist. You're going to call me a fascist. Okay, then I'll just unironically identify with that. Because they're weaklings. It takes a lot of fucking strength to be like us, defiant against the psyops and the attempts by feds to corral people into the positions that they find convenient. It's very convenient if you became a JQer and identified as an edgy Nazi. It's very fucking convenient because it discredits you automatically. But to be an actual communist party with a capital C, unapologetically, oh, they're going to do everything they can to put you into a position that doesn't reflect anything like who you are or what you are. Am I crazy for being shocked at the level of dishonor here? Call themselves a mutual aid network and they're brandishing the red star. Why? Because they believe they're morally superior to everyone else. Jason, what's up? These people genuinely believe. Ask them what their motivation is to have the ideology. Oh, it's because I'm a good person. Because I'm morally a good person. I care about people. I care about the oppressed. I care about the marginalized. Really? Really? But you fucking do shit like this? What motivation do you even have to wake up in the fucking morning? Or are you just virtue signaling to get some social capital? Which seems like that's the case. Oh, we're red help. We're gonna do mutual aid in Texas. But what? You're gonna lie? Why? Because they don't believe in hell. So they say, I'll just do whatever I want. I don't believe in hell anyway. That's what it kind of I don't know. Is that what it boils down to? That they just don't believe in hell, so they feel like they could do whatever they want? Yeah. You think America First has to worry about impersonation? They already discredit themselves to the world for free. We're the ones that have to fucking worry and deal with this shit. Why? Because our message is solid. You know, I spent a long time just observing and watching, the left, both in real life and online. And I was waiting for something like this to finally have the courage to announce itself. And I would see the same cycle. Cancellation, corner into the opposite position. Cancel them, corner them into the right wing. Cancel them, corner them into the post left. All attempts to actually revive an independent left-wing politics, it would always fail because people are too fucking weak and they don't have the courage. So it took a crazy guy like me, who's literally willing to die for all of this, on my life, right, to personally fully absorb the consequences, right? Like, my entire fucking life is to defend the honor of ACP. I don't have another purpose in life except to build the Communist Party. That's it. There's nothing else. There's nothing else I care about. There's nothing else. And it's literally my life for this party. I don't have an escape hatch. I don't have a plan B as far as something that's compatible with my honor. I don't. It's a choice I've made, which is for life. To build and make the ACP great. To make the Communist Party great and mighty and strong and powerful. You're going to have to fucking kill me to stop me from fighting back. That's what you're going to have to do. There is no other way as long as I'm breathing and as long as I'm alive. But imagine that. Imagine how many people remember I was telling you streams ago how they try to make people fucking crazy? And it's like, this is the shit they'll do. They'll create a fake reality. And then they'll have that fake reality get socially validated and legitimized with thousands and thousands and thousands of likes. And it's like you're helpless. You're voiceless. There's nothing you can fucking do about it. They can create whatever fucking image they want of you, right? Well, they can't do it and they can't get away with it if you have a party that's willing to pursue and defend itself legally. And they can't do it if that party has sympathizers and members online willing to push back against it and who have the courage and the energy to fight back against these lies. All of these accounts that are spreading lies like this, you need to go after them. This community's earned a reputation for being harsh and for being mean. Well, I fucking wonder why. I wonder why we're so mean and we're so harsh. Well, I just gave you an example right now. I just showed you right now why. We're going to pursue it legally. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. We're going to be able to get to more and more people the more we set legal precedents. So we're in the middle of it already. It's going to take some time. It's not going to be an overnight thing. But just know we are allocating a lot of resources to it. A lot. And it's like, you can question our priorities as far as the resources we have and what we're willing to use them on, but it's like, reputation is fucking everything. We're going to defend the honor and reputation of our party. But I hope this triggers all the right memories in you guys, because we didn't become the way we are out of nowhere and for no reason. Didn't just come out of nowhere. Like, this shit is fucking crazy. This shit is actually crazy. Tell me it's not insane. I actually wish there were some honest journalists in mainstream media, because it's like, I almost feel like a documentary should be made about this shit. Like, how fucking crazy and out of this world is it that we are seeing in real time the same way they warped reality and lied about Stalin and Mao and communist countries? Like, we're seeing in real time them warping reality, distorting it and manipulating it to conform to their accusations and their claims, which actually have no evidence. So they're fabricating the evidence. And we're seeing it. And that's not just it, because everyone can make mistakes, right? These guys were literally confronted with proof that these are fake accounts. They were literally confronted with proof, and they doubled down. Because that's how edgy and nihilistic they are. That's how above it all they are. They're going to double down. Okay, fine, double down. We got the receipt and confirmation that they did receive our cease and desist, so we're glad about that. And they're doubling down, so that proves it's not an accident. They are knowingly spreading defamation meant to insinuate that our party, or chapters of our party, have said things that are in no way representative of our party and do not come from any chapters of our party. Now you know why we're unique. The far right doesn't deal with this, and neither 99% of leftists don't deal with this. We deal with it. Because we're the fucking real deal. I will be more humble and say, oh, no, there's other leftists who are legit. When you can show me 1% of the dishonest psyop fed shit that's done against them. I mean, within a fucking week of our party launching, they said we were a fucking crypto scheme because we protected ourselves, anticipating precisely this shit. It wasn't fucking enough for me to have our social media accounts verified only by our website. It's like, I was like, no, I want airtight fucking proof on a fucking blockchain that proves, like it's a matter of objective proof, that these fake, inevitable impersonators are fake. And then they called us a fucking crypto scheme. They lied about the thing we made literally to prove that they're fucking liars. That's what disgusting demons these people are. It's literally sickening, like I'm gonna vomit. How fucking disgusting and low piece of trash do you have to be to resort to this type of shit? Was it even tokenized? No! There's no fucking coin, and there was never a token. It was literally just made in anticipation of shit like this. Yeah, and they fucking hid the replies too and shit. Yeah, good. Every dollar that's to my name, I'm committing to pursuing this legally. Even if I go bankrupt, I don't give a fuck. This is my whole life. I don't care. And that's a last resort, by the way, because we have the resources. We have the resources. Absolutely, we have the resources. Absolutely, we do. Which account is spreading lies? I'll show them to you. This is the account. This is the fascist collaborator Nazi account that is defaming us, knowingly defaming us. And it's possible that they themselves created these accounts. So there's that. Even that is possible. Very possible. They've psyoped the public so much that even right-wingers thought we were one of them. They're like, aren't you guys the MAGA communists who are like, why aren't you JQing? They thought I was going to be one of them because leftists lied and made it seem like I was. Huz, why aren't you JQing and stuff? What a fucking crazy fucking situation. What a crazy, historically, in the age of social media, it is without precedent. It is without precedent in the age of social media. The amount of fucking lies these people resort to, it's disgusting. It's disgusting. Like, I want to say, where's the justice? But think about the mental health of a person who resorts to lies like these. Think about their mental health for a second. How much are they suffering and how miserable do they have to be to do things like this? That's all you have to think about. How miserable do they have to be to live their life doing this? The truth is so painful to them that they do things like this. We don't need revenge. That there's justice for it is proven by the very act. You know? You know, they fabricate fake accounts. They call you a Nazi and they can find no evidence. So they make fake accounts saying things that Nazis would say and use that as proof for their accusation. They make the very fake accounts that they react to in shock, and it literally just comes from them. How incredible is that? Why is it that there's so much pressure to want people to identify as Nazis and label themselves as Nazis? Because it's a completely false opposition, false position. Yo, Red Dog, what's up? Because it's convenient to the status quo if you're a Nazi. It's convenient to them because it discredits you. Because everyone knows the Nazis and their crimes. And even the people who deny the Holocaust still associate the Nazis with a perverted edginess that 99% of normal people rightfully recognize as demonic. Okay? So when you really think about it, you know, it's incredible. It's incredible how much there's these psyops. They're literal psychological operations, by the way. It's literally psychological. And the target are random people. It's random, neutral. This is why they do this shit. This is why they do this shit. Because when it comes to the things we actually say and believe, there's nothing. Why do you guys, why do you think some of our ops always talk about Dugan, and Heidegger, Dugan? Because you can verify that Haas is influenced by Dugan and is influenced by Heidegger. So that's a very easy way for them to give credibility to a stupid person, right? If you're just a stupid person and you don't know who Dugan is, or you don't know what Heidegger's significance is, right? And all you need to know is that Heidegger sympathized and joined the Nazis, and that Dugan has said edgy things in the 1980s and 1990s, and that Dugan is accused of being a red fascist, whatever, on Wikipedia. Then if you're a stupid person, that's all it takes to be, okay, these guys must be Nazis. They must be fascists. So that is why they're always recycling that. They always have to recycle it because it's literally all they could say. And even that's dishonest, right? Even that's dishonest. But the dishonesty lies in, deceiving uneducated, stupid people. Now, this is a whole other league of dishonesty, though, where they can't find the evidence for the things they accuse us of. The Dugan, Heidegger, recycling, that's getting old. So they have to literally fabricate claims about what we say and what we believe by themselves making fake accounts that they attribute to us. So it's pretty incredible. Or LaRouche. That's another thing. LaRouche. And again, if you're a stupid person and you just see that Haas and Jackson spoke at the Schiller Institute one fucking time, right? By the way, who introduced us to Schiller? Caleb Maupin. And Pestomime, I guess. Pestomime started out as kind of still is a troll, let's be real. He's not a Marxist-Leninist. But anyway, we did a conference. We went to a conference for Schiller and we spoke at it. So now they can, that if you're a stupid person, you just share a picture of us next to Daniel Burke. Oh my God, this is a LaRue shop. Yeah, because stupid people, they're not educated. But at least the picture is real. At least it's actually true that we did go to the Schiller Conference. I mean, at least those details aren't being made up. You know what I mean? Like, if you say, oh, Haas is the Duganist, like, it's not true, okay? It's not correct. But I mean, at least it's not entirely baseless. I mean, I'm openly someone who draws from Dugan and is influenced by Dugan and regards Dugan as a very important, very powerful thinker to understand. I mean, it's not like it's technically wrong, but it's not in the same league as something like this, where they're literally just fabricating reality. And it's just like, it is incredible. It is incredible. Yeah, it's like Mao next to the Jewish doctor, and then right-wingers say, oh, this proves that it was a Jewish conspiracy because Mao was next to one Jewish guy in a photo. Yeah, if you're stupid, again, this is what they'll resort to, because they're counting on most people being stupid, right? But this shit is like, you know how fucking hard it is? Let's say you're on Reddit or you're on Twitter. Let's pretend you're a random user on Twitter, right? You're a random user on. This is why why do we have to pursue legal action against this person? I'll tell you why. To seek damages, because you're a random person on Twitter. You're just scrolling through. You don't know that much about ACP, whatever, and you just see this, and you're like, oh my God, I can't believe they said that. And then you just move on. You don't even check the replies. You just move on. And then it's like proof. And then because there's so many other people making this claim baselessly, it's the confirmation bias. This is literally MK Ultra shit. I'm telling you, this is literally how feds rig it. This fucking loser account can't even pull 100 likes for every post they make. They're getting thousands for this one? And that's organic? These loser accounts, they get 100. It can't even get more than 100 likes. But anytime they post shit slandering us, it's thousands. It's thousands. Tell me there's no Fed involvement. Tell me it's not fucking manipulated. They're getting so much clout from this. Why are they getting so rewarded for lies? Who is incentivizing people to post lies about us? People don't understand how the CIA, the legal system, how it all works. The CIA operates in the shadows, okay? That's why Jackson had to go to Venezuela for them to hire Colombian mercenaries to try to kill him. Because in the US, it's like it's too much, it's too public. So we have to take them to court, and this is the only way we defend our rights. It's literally the only way we can defend our rights. We take them to court. And yeah, the discovery is going to be fucking crazy. And no, if it's on Twitter, you can't delete it. It's all, Twitter has copies of everything. I mean, we've seen precedent for this. The discovery is going to be insane. We're taking it to court because we want the discovery also to reveal the truth about who's behind this. So yeah, no, it's going to be insane. There's going to be a lot of, and it's going to be a matter of legal record in a court of law that these people were intentionally attempting to malign our reputation. You could be mentally ill and think, I have this slight disagreement with ACP, so I'm going to regard them as fascists and Nazis. It's just like leftist infighting. But you take the step to fabricate the very evidence for your delusions and then attribute that to us, we're taking you to court. Okay? Yeah. Again, random accounts barely get any likes. Then they post defamation about us. Thousands and thousands and thousands of likes, hundreds of thousands of impressions. And there you go. And it's all lies. It's all lies. So on this question, I don't know what else I could say. But I even though we're handling it on the legal side of things, The info war is still important. So if you're watching this, let's start with community notes. How about we try the community note thing, right? Write a community note, and there's literal proof. Provide the proof in the, linking to the website and to the ACP main statement, whatever. And then everybody, vote for the notes. Let's actually get a note up. All right, let's try to. I know it's very difficult. Why not just ignore them? I'll tell you why. Why give them attention? Because that's what you're supposed to do when you're just alone and you're not a party. But the reason we're not giving them attention, they're giving us attention. This tweet, I bet you anything already, it's at 1,500 or 2,000 likes. Let's see. So they're already at 830,000 impressions, all right? By tomorrow, it's going to explode, 100%. 100%. And what, we're just going to fucking ignore that? It's called harm to reputation. We're not going to just we're just going to fucking ignore that? You think we're just going to let that slide? No. And they're like, look, and here's the other thing, Mario. I hate to call you out, but it's like, go on Reddit right now, go to any leftist subreddit and be like, what do you guys think of ACP? You know what they're going to say? Oh my God, they're white nationalists, they're fascists, they're this, they're that. Most people don't have the time or energy to educate themselves about what we actually fucking are. And this is our party. This is not just infrared. This is not just Jackson. It's not just Midway. This is our party we're talking about. The only way this doesn't get pursued legally is if I die. As long as I'm breathing, this and many other cases of defamation are being pursued. 1,000,000%. 1,000,000%. And, I want to be honest, there's some elements in the community I get disappointed in. Because it's like, sometimes you guys are weak, and it's like a tweet will get 500,000 impressions based on a lie, and it's almost like you guys get pressured to believe it. You're like, well, whatever. There must be some grain of truth to it. And you're just like, so what? And it's like, you need to really fucking fight this shit. You really have to fight it. There's no way this is going to be a smooth process of building a communist party. It's a lot of fighting and a lot of energy. The first thing I see on a leftist subreddit is a meme of Eddie. Exactly. There you go. So, the truth, you have to fight for it to defend it. It's crazy. But, one day our story will be told. One day it'll be told. It'll be told, I know, just like Stalin says, there's a pile of rubbish that'll accumulate on my grave, but the wind of history will blow it away. Our story will be told one day. We will get justice. We're not fucking crazy people. We're not fucking a crazy cult or whatever. It's a totally fucking normal reaction. Not only is it a normal reaction that we've had to shit like this, if I'm going to be honest, it is abnormally normal. Because anyone else would have fucking been driven crazy by shit like this. Any other community would have dissolved and fucking... It would have been pressured to just... I saw this thing where it was like... They're like, oh, this OnlyFans girl made an OnlyFans because everyone was claiming that she was in an OnlyFans, even though she wasn't and she was innocent. But because everyone was saying it, her whole reputation was destroyed, and she was like, it almost like reality was trying to manipulate her through this gossip and fake lies or whatever. And she actually believed it and became an OnlyFans model. And it's like, that is the demonic power of lies if you're a weak person. Like, it's so hard to just fight for the truth. Think about this. We're just Marxist-Leninists trying to broadcast our message, defend our message, communicate our existence by declaring our party, share the things that our chapters are doing. We're literally doing nothing wrong.